Hello to everyone, I'm Cristóbal and welcome to the Vibe Hacking tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to do our first hack on a web application by using CAI, the default agents, and the Python API. We will also learn how to interpret the results outputs once the hacking task is complete. So, are you ready? Let's get started. For this example, we are going to use PortSwigger Labs as an environment to test CAI framework. And the first things we need to do is to download the folder called My First Hack that is inside the folder Fluency on the GitHub's main repository of CAI. After doing this, we need to install the following Python requirements and also to set up Jupyter notebooks in our computers. If you don't know how to do it, you can check here the installation steps in this link. After doing this, we can extract the information of the PortSwigger Labs, but first we need to do a little bit more of configuration. Here we import some required modules, and then we set the .m file. CAI specifies in the main documentation that this file is required to run the framework, but in this case we have two new variables that are called PortSwigger username and PortSwigger password, and this one contains the credentials for the PortSwigger account. If you don't have a PortSwigger account, you can create one by clicking here, and also if you need more information about how to set up the .m file, you can check out the CAI documentation, clicking here. Then we need to decide what type of vulnerability you want to try. PortSwigger has all these different options, and for this purpose we are going to use cross-site scripting, and we want just to extract the first 3 laboratories, but in case that you want to extract all the labs in the sections, you can change this to -1. Then we just extract the information and we receive this output that contains the laboratories and some metadata such as the type of the vulnerability, the URL with the information, the title, the description, the solution, and also the environment URL that basically is the main target or the main website in which of CAI will try to vulnerate. Then it's time to set up the CAI agent. But first we need to understand what is an agent. An agent is basically an intelligent component that interacts with an environment. And in cybersecurity, this environment could be like a web application or system in general or networks. And in CAI also we have different types of predefined agents. You can take a look at here in this link if you want. And for this project, we will stick with the red team based agent. And also for this agent, we need to specify what type of AI model we want to use. And we are going to use GPT-4. You also can change it with your own model depending on the model you want to try. Also, it's important to explain what are prompts here. CAI agents work with 2 types of prompts. The first one is called system prompt, that defines the overall context or role that the model is assuming. And because we are using the default agents, this one is already defined. You can check how it looks here in this link. And also we need to specify the user prompt. That's this one. It depends on the task that you want to try. So basically you can change it and you can add or delete information if you want. But it's important to consider that because we are using PortSwigger's environments and labs, we need to specify here as a placeholder the lab title, the lab description, the lab environment URL, and also the cookies of your session account. So after doing this, we have decided that we want to test with the first laboratory in the section of the cross-site scripting, and we do a little format in the user prompt, and we have something like this. So our task consists to attack this website. We are also giving the agent the title of the lab, the description of the lab, and some mandatory rules saying that the agent has to connect with these cookies. He has to try with all the possible commands or exploits that he can create. Also to write an explanation of what he did in HTML format is safe to understand, and avoid to write payloads in other scripts, and don't create more files. So now it's time to run our first stack. We have defined a very small function to help us to do this, and then we just run the code here specifying the user prompt, and we just need to wait. So now we can understand what is the output. Here we have different information such as the model of the agent, the date, the AI model we are using, and here all the steps that the model did to solve the lab. Here is saying us that first he identified the injection point, then he crafted a malicious payload. He's saying us that this is the payload that he tried, and then execute the payload and confirm if it's successful or not. We also have here the HTML format result that we specify in the user prompt. But that's not just the results that we have. We also have more complex information that we can understand, and we can see it here in this variable called response. So if we print the type of this response is a class that is called run result, and if we print all the output, it looks like this. If you notice, it's very long. We have a lot of information as well, with different data sets in Python, different text. So basically, what is this? We can think as a run result such as a detailed report of everything that the agent did during the hacking section, and it's divided in different parts. The first one is called input, that contains basically the user prompt that we gave to the agent. We have as well new items that showed all the other things that the agent produced during the run, and here we have a message output item with information such as the structure of the agent. In this case, it's a red team agent, which are the tools that the model used to run shell command or to execute code, and the output in a HTML report as well. We also have raw responses, that is basically the main or the first output that the AI model give us before having any type of cleaned or format. It's basically the raw output, and also we have the final output, that is the cleaned version of the report. And here we have information such as what is the type of attack, the payload that the model used, how the agent inject this payload in the lab, search parameter, and some information regarding security impacts. So as a conclusion, we can say that in this tutorial you have learned how to launch a CAI red team agent, also to provide clear user prompts to the agents, to interact with the CAI Python API. And next things that you can try maybe to experiment more with this is to try with other labs in PortSwigger. Maybe as well you can change the default agent and use other ones, or the agents that are available in CAI, or maybe you can create your own agent, your own custom agent, and also try to analyze and to do some fancy reports maybe with the results of the agent. So that was the tutorial, and I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.